mushroom pie.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Beautiful Boquete town down there. That is Boquete. We just got here. Super excited. We're gonna be headed down into town right now. Check out the Tuesday market, also known as the Gringo Market. Go check out who we can find over there. And yeah, this is just a really, really popular expat destination for both tourism, for relocating, retiring. This is a very, very special place. The weather is a lot cooler up here, obviously. We're in the mountains. This is where all the best coffee in the world is grown, on the slopes of Baru Mountain. Right there behind me, that's Baru. So this is an awesome place, guys. We're gonna get down to town. We'll see you down there. Alright guys, oh my goodness, one of my favorite activities when I'm in Boquete is the Tuesday market. I'm here with a very, very, very good friend, Phillips from Finca Santa Marta, and we're going to talk about his farm, or sort of, I say organic farm, because there's not many organic farms here in Panama, and this is one true organic farm. But first I want to talk a little bit about you, Phil, and a little bit about your background, where you're from, and what brought you to Panama.
Well, I guess I'm known as an international philanthropist, and we have an organization that has taken care of kids for over 47 years. At one point we were feeding, clothing, and educating as many as 6,000 children a day. Wow. Right now we rescue girls from sex trafficking in Nepal. We've got a campus in Nagaland, India. We're in Panama. And we're in Utila, Honduras, and just doing our thing. But what brought us to Panama, or one of the things that brought us to Panama, was the food crisis brought on by COVID. And we distributed $60,000 worth of emergency food in Uganda, Africa. And in 2 weeks, that $60,000 was poop. I mean, it was human waste, and we had nothing to show for it. And so I knew that in order for us to be sustainable in helping people, we had to go beyond buying food and giving food away.
You gotta make it.
We gotta
grow it.
We gotta grow it. And so, and in fact, really become food sovereign. So have a food sovereignty program. Finca Santa Marta is the oldest, I'm allowing for correction, but is the oldest certified organic farm in Panama. And so because of our relationship, I learned about Finca Santa Marta, purchased Finca Santa Marta, and we're well on our way to having a food program where we're buying one, giving one, using freeze dryers to create superfoods. All this stuff is in the works. We're going to have a big festival next February on the farm. We're creating relationships with chefs both in Boquete and Panama City, some of the top chefs in the nation. We're developing what we call a mastery box, not a mystery box. So it'll be a subscription-based situation where you receive a box of groceries from us every week. But instead of it just being a surprise as to what you get, there's going to be QR codes on the top of the box for each ingredient in the box, and one of the top chefs in Panama is going to teach you how to use that ingredient in your cooking. Awesome. So instead of you spending time shopping for vegetables and groceries, you get a box delivered to your door, you flip the box open, click on the QR code, and you're going to learn how to use Himika in your daily life. You're going to learn how to prepare kale so that it's edible and you want to eat it. You know,
that's the important part,
yeah,
right?
I mean, you know, Panamanians are freaked out by okra, you know, and yet okra is one of the most nutritious foods on the planet and should be incorporated into our daily diet. And of course, the word for okra, the original word, is gumbo. So it gives you an idea of where it all came from and what it's used for. But, you know, fried okra, pickled okra. So we're going to teach a lot of techniques. In fact, we're going to be doing a cooking show based here in Boquete.
That's awesome.
And hosted by not only myself, but Panamanians. So it's going to be a Spanglish program, all mixed together. It's going to be a blend of gringos and Panamanians, and we're going to feature the best Panama has to offer.
I love it. I love it. And then talk to me about this buy one get one free, or the buy one give one. I should. It's like it's almost like Tom's shoes. I think people probably remember Tom's shoes. You know, you bought a pair and they would give a pair. You're doing the same with the food, right? And how do people get involved and how do people purchase?
Well, originally Finca Santa Marta was a classic market garden model where they only grew enough to sell here at Tuesday Market and one other. And so we know that the farm has only been used at 15% of its capabilities. And so in using the farm at 50 or 60 or 70% of its capabilities, planting an additional 5,000 fruit trees and maximizing the farm, and then bringing in freeze dryers, we can create a food bank where food lasts 25 years, not 18 months if it's dehydrated, not a few days if it's just picked fresh. But right now we're providing fresh food every week to FANLIC, the organization in Panama that is so well known for taking care of kids with cancer and leukemia. We have partnered with them. They get food from us every week. So when you buy something from Finca Santa Marta, it pays the bills. And I make nothing from Finca Santa Marta. It's totally a work of passion and love for me, but the bottom line is when you buy something, you help us pay Panamanian salaries, the 12 people we have on staff, you help us pay the bills of the farm, and then also we take that money and we magnify it, multiply it in planting seed in the ground, and we're even going to be growing our own seed.
That's awesome. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. So you know I'm in Boquete, but I just got to one of my favorite places in the country. And the reason I say that is I'm big on views and I am a huge fan of Volcan Baru. You know, as I mentioned earlier this morning, Volcan Baru is the only place in the world where you can see both the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean from one point. And at this beautiful hotel, Coffee Estate Inn, that my good friend Brian owns, voila, you have it right here. And my gosh, I went to the room and the view is incredible. Even if you live in Boquete, you should stay here for a night. Obviously, if you're coming from outside the country, this is a place that you cannot miss. It is incredible. It will blow your mind. Each of the rooms is 2-bedroom, yeah?
We've got 4 2-bedroom units. We've got 3 1-bedroom units with king beds. So we've got a variety for whatever your family situation is. We've got a couple of queen units that we're changing around. We're actually going double queen. So 2 queens in each of those. So
awesome.
Depending on the size of your family, we can accommodate that as well.
I like that. I like that. So I want to talk more about the hotel and how you got into this. But first, let's talk a little bit about you.
Do we have to?
Yes, come on, brother. All right, so where are you from and what attracted you to Panama?
I have to blame my father, first of all. From California, pretty much originally, not originally, but most of my life in California. And about 12 years ago, my father, he was checking Panama out, and he came up to me and he said, if I buy you a plane ticket, you want to fly? Check it out. I said, well, how can you buy, I fly. How can I turn that down? So, long story short, yes, I flew with him. We stayed here. I stayed down here about 4 weeks that time. Spent a couple weeks here in Boquete. And the reason I'm here now is because on the way flying out in Panama City, I met my future wife, the very first trip in Panama.
Aww.
So, it, you know, sometimes it just
A
happens
blessing,
like that.
yeah.
It kind of worked out. So, I already knew I had to come back here, and it just gave me more reasons. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, now let's get back to the hotel. That's a beautiful story, and he's got a great wife and a family. But I want to know, how big is the property? How many rooms do you have? What's your ideal clientele? And can I go find coffee on the property?
First of all, yes, we have our own coffee on the property. It's everywhere. People always ask me that. Where's your coffee? It is growing everywhere. We're actually planting more and more. Every year we plant a few more. This year we're getting ready again to plant another section of our property with more coffee. Our property is about 2.5 acres, no, 2.5 hectares, sorry, 6.5 acres. And we've got 9 total bungalows. 4, like I said earlier, are 2-bedroom, 3 are 1-bedroom, and we've got 2 smaller studio units. In the past, we've had them called Queen Studio. We're increasing that to a double Queen Studio. And coming the new high season, we actually are offering a new villa. It's called Mountain Chalet by Coffee Estate Inn.
Ooh.
It's slightly off property. It's about 1.5 kilometers away, but we are managing it. It is a family bungalow. It's set on a hectare itself with gardens.
Wow, okay.
So if you've got a large group, family, you kind of want to have your own thing going, do your own barbecue.
Be able to cook in the...
Exactly, you got your own large kitchen. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. It can be all yours, you know. So we're looking forward to having that ready to go in November, beginning of November. We've already had a few reservations for it. So.
Awesome. Well, that sounds neat. I can't wait to see it. And anyone out there looking to travel to Panama or looking to come from Panama City out to Boquete, how can they get in touch with you? How can they find out more information?
You can go online, coffeeestateinn.com. Our website is available. You can book from our website. You can email us from the website. We're also on Facebook, Coffee Estate Inn. Pretty easy to find. Just do a web search. We're there. Awesome, my friend.
Thank you again. And yeah, this place is a blessing, guys. Do not miss it when you come to Boquete.
Please.
Alright guys, I am super freaking excited. I am here at the Perfect Pair, downtown Boquete, with Danielle.
Did I just say it right? For once.
I finally said his name right. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm Italian.
He is from Italy, and I love my Italian friends. I have a lot of friends from Italy here in Panama. And anyways, we're here at the Perfect Pair, again, downtown Boquete. They got freaking awesome coffee and amazing chocolate as well. And today we're going to be doing a chocolate making class, and I have been looking forward to this ever since I started this trip. So thank you for the invitation.
You're very welcome.
And yeah, man, let's talk about what you guys got going on here. Tell me about the coffee and chocolate. What makes it so special?
I think what is making it really authentic is that we have it from the tree, the seed, to your cup. So for example, in coffee is we plant the seed, we grow the tree, we harvest our coffee, we process it, we roast it, and then we have it in your cup.
And same with the chocolate, huh?
Chocolate, we do that in Belize at the moment, and we're starting doing this in Panama. So it's just starting right now in Bocas, and then right now what we are doing is a bean bar here. So we are really buying the beans from Bocas, roasting it here, processing it, and making the magic happen here.
Right here in Boquete. And I think I saw on Facebook, you guys are now selling your chocolate inside of Reba Smith, or is that your coffee?
No, it is chocolate. So we are selling our chocolate in Reba Smith, a few other restaurants in Panama City. Soon, we hope in other major supermarkets.
Man, that is awesome. That is so awesome. Well, I'm ready to make some chocolate. I'm even more excited to eat some chocolate. I mean, the chocolate's here.
You'll be stoked.
Oh my goodness, like this chocolate is out of this world. I had it last time I was in town. So guys, make sure when you're in Boquete, stop by and get yourself some awesome coffee, some chocolate. If you have kids, they have amazing hot chocolate as well. You can even take some home. Look at that, your can make hot chocolate at your house. This is super cool. Get chocolate bars, you can get chocolate pieces, you can get coffee. It's all here. And remember guys, if you're in Panama City or in Coronado or anywhere else there's a Riva Smith, make sure to look for that chocolate bar and buy it because it's really good and you'll love it. Alright guys, we're coming towards the end of the day here. Beautiful, beautiful afternoon here in Boquete. So much cooler than what I've been experiencing throughout this travel vlog series. And it's actually really nice. I haven't had this cool for a while. I'm here at Big Daddy's right on Main Street with the one and only head chef and owner, Chris Young. What is up, brother?
What's up, my man?
How you doing?
Good, good. Glad to have you here.
Oh man, it's a great honor to be here. Thank you for the invitation. I'm super stoked to see this freaking burger. They have a burger this big. You'll see it in a little bit here. This is incredible. But I want to talk a little bit about your experience coming to Panama and how you got into owning restaurants here.
Man, that's I don't know if there's enough time for that, brother. All right, so 12 years ago,
Yeah.
moved to Panama. My parents retired here. I came with them. Didn't really know what to think. Didn't have the Friendly Nations visa. There weren't any really visas. There was a visa where I could either be retired and over the age of 60 or something like that, or I had a whole lot more money than what I actually had. So those are my two options. Didn't qualify for either one. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure this out. Because I saw Boquete, and I was like, goodness gracious, this place, I gotta figure out how to stay here.
Yeah.
I was 30 years old at the time, and I'm like, I don't want to live with my parents at 30 because that sucks. And,
Of course.
Yeah, so, and they were the same way. They're like, dude, you're 30, don't live with us. So figure it out or go home back to the States. So anyway, one thing led to another. I did a little this, did a little that. I was knocking on doors. Hey, can I cook for you? And finally somebody said, yeah, I'll let you in my house and you can cook for us. So I did, and it was a group of ladies, and they loved it. It was kind of like do or die, and I mean, you know, like word of mouth is...
Of course, especially a little town like this.
Exactly. Yeah. So did that, and they really liked it. One thing, you know, talking and started doing a few more here and there, and then a period of time went by. Got into consulting for restaurants. Did that for a period of time. And then I was set. I had the best consulting job, something that never happens in a restaurant business, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, really good money. Everything was great. And I get a call from our friend Justin. And he says, hey man, let's buy Big Daddy's. There you go. And I was like, oh. So anyway, so I was like, there's no way I can afford that. That's a big, and blah, 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 and whatever. And so it ended up working out. We got Big Daddy's. And then one thing led to another, and another opportunity presented itself, and we were able to work that out. And then another opportunity, and you know, we're 4 restaurants deep now. And
4 restaurants, this guy, you know, coming from the States, no money, kind of like me, you know, same deal. So anyone out there that's kind of thinking like, oh, how can I do it? Just do it. Like Nike says, just do it.
Just do it.
To Panama.
To Panama. To Panama.
So is there anything that you want to talk about? Like, tell me what is your favorite part about living in Boquete?
You know, like the lifestyle here.
Yeah.
It's laid back, but it's, you know, there's as much, you can take on as much stress as you want.
Of course.
I hit it hard for a while, having 4 restaurants, being in one of the most, you know, stressful businesses in the world.
Super, yeah.
So, but then it got to a point where, like my wonderful fiance, wife here in a couple weeks.
Gosh, hold on. And she's a woman of Panama. Look at that, guys. So make sure you check this out. If you can't get a physical copy, www.
By the time they see this,
yeah,
she will be my wife. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Married.
Yeah. So she's running things for me now, and so life in Boquete is awesome. It's relaxing. It's cool. The coffee's great. I get to meet all kinds of great people. I get to go cook with amazing ingredients. cooking is my background. You know this. I've been a chef for like 25 years, and I just love it. And some of the ingredients, I mean, they're like just here. There's blackberries, there's bananas, there's guanabana, there's lime. Just here in my backyard. I mean, I can literally grab this tree right here. Throws out the most amazing water apple 2 times a year. I make everything from infused tequila to make margaritas, to make jam, all kinds of fun stuff. So I mean, it's just like, it's an amazing tropical paradise here in Boquete.
So you heard it from the man himself, guys. Come down here, make sure you go to Big Daddy's. Also go check out Tap Out. Also go check out your latest creation, Mesa Azul.
Mesa Azul.
Super cool. We're going to be checking that out the next episode, so make sure to tune in next Wednesday. And what's the 4th one?
Big Daddy's Beach Club.
Ah, Big Daddy's Beach Club in Port Amoy. So yeah, if you're looking for a little beach action, you got that as well. Well, Chris, you know, I'm starving. I want to see this burger. He's talking about this burger. What do I win if I eat the whole thing?
A t-shirt and a high five.
Already got the high five. What do you say? Awesome, man. Well, again, I appreciate you inviting us in, and yeah, man.
Always a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you.